Hello, my merciful brothers and sisters. It is I, MisterMercy, bringing you another Overwatch character breakdown video. So last time I did one of these videos, it was for Ana, the 22nd hero of Overwatch. And looking back at it, I wish I had just waited for her to come onto the PTR before doing that video, because a lot of it was just theories and speculation, and I got a lot of stuff wrong. So this time I'll be breaking down the character of Sombra, the 23rd hero of Overwatch, and this time around I'm able to provide much more accurate information due to actually being able to play her on the PTR prior to this video. So if you want to see my first initial gameplay of Sombra, click the iCard on screen now to go check out that video. So let's start off with Sombra's lore. Who is Sombra? We'll never know. Sombra's real name was erased years ago. As a child living in Mexico, she lost both of her parents in the Omnic Crisis and became an orphan. When she felt like the Mexican government wasn't doing enough to aid those who had been affected by the war, she joined the Los Muertos gang, who also believed, as she did, that Mexico's leaders favored the rich and influential and left those really in need to suffer. While she was a member of Los Muertos, she used her natural talents for computer hacking to gain valuable information and uncover all of Mexico's dirty secrets. But one day, she slipped up. She stumbled across a global conspiracy, and her identity had been compromised. She was forced to completely erase all traces of her identity and disappear into hiding. Later, she re-emerged as the elite hacker known as Sombra. Now equipped with a computer literally implanted into her body, she no longer needed a terminal to hack from. She had become the terminal. Eventually, she joined the terrorist organization Talon, performing massive cyber attacks against companies like Lumerico and Volskaya Industries. However, Sombra's only true allegiance is to herself. She isn't interested in what Talon is doing. She just wants information, because as she says, information is power. So that's Sombra's lore. Let's get into her abilities. Sombra is an offensive flanker that uses stealth and hacking to disrupt enemy abilities and sneak into enemy back lines. She has a health pool of 200 health, and her primary weapon is her machine pistol, which is a fully automatic machine pistol that fires 60 rounds per clip in a short-range spread. Sombra's secondary fiery mode is actually a third ability called Hack. This lets her use her computer implants to hack enemy heroes, turrets, and health packs. When Sombra hacks an enemy hero, all of their abilities, minus passive abilities, as well as their shields and their ultimate, will be deactivated for a few seconds. Keep in mind that Sombra can only interrupt certain ultimates. Heroes like D.Va or Genji will not have their ultimates interrupted if they've already been activated before Sombra can complete her hack. If a hero has their ultimate ability available but has not used it, they will be prevented from using it, and Sombra will be able to see an ultimate icon above that enemy player's name. Turrets that are hacked by Sombra will go offline for several seconds, and health packs will be unable to be used by the enemy team and will respawn 3 times faster than normal. What Sombra can and cannot hack is a bit confusing, so I'd recommend clicking the iCard on screen now to check out your Overwatch's video on the matter for some thorough explanations. Sombra's shift ability is Thermoptic Camo. When activated, Sombra will gain a slight speed boost and go almost completely invisible to the enemy team. She can use this ability to sneak behind enemy lines or simply get back to the fight quicker. If Sombra uses her weapon or one of her other abilities, the ability will be cancelled. Detection tools like Hanzo's Sonic Arrow or ultimates like Widowmaker's Infrasight and Soldier 76's Tactical Visor will also be able to spot Sombra even if she's invisible. Sombra's E ability is Translocator. This lets Sombra throw out a teleporter beacon that she can teleport to instantly for the 15 seconds the ability is active. The beacon can be spotted by enemies but cannot be destroyed. Sombra's passive ability is Opportunist, which will automatically reveal any enemy through walls that has half health or less. Sombra's ultimate ability is EMP, which sends out a massive electromagnetic wave that hacks all enemies in its area of effect. Now let's look at how to play Sombra, who she is good against, and who she should avoid. Sombra can be helpful on nearly any team that has sufficient DPS and supports to back her up. However, while she does have a rather large clip size for her weapon, it doesn't deal enough damage to directly 1v1 other heroes in the game, and her measly 200 health makes her quick work for most heroes. Where Sombra's true potential lies is with her passive, Opportunist, and her ability to quickly disengage from fights with her movement and stealth abilities. As Sombra, you should only 1v1 targets that you can see with your passive, finishing off low health targets that your team were unable to secure a kill on. You should also be harassing your enemy's back line, dealing poke damage and hacking enemy players and health packs, using your abilities to escape before the enemy has a chance to really focus you. When it comes to hacking health packs, hack everyone you can find, especially ones near where the enemy is camped out. This will prevent them from getting that crucial bit of health that they need to stay alive in a team fight after they lose their supports. Remember, you can re-hack a health pack at any time to keep the timer for the hack topped off. Alternatively, you can play a more aggressive Sombra by using a little trick. First, find a large health pack near the enemy. Hack it, place your translocator down on top of the health pack spawn location, cloak using thermoptic camo, and surprise the enemy. When they start focusing you, recall to your translocator, picking up the health pack, and repeat. If you manage to hack an enemy and see that they have their ultimate ready, be sure to relay that to your team. No other hero in the game has the ability to detect enemy ultimates being ready, and the time that the enemy player is spent being unable to use that ultimate can be valuable time for your team to prepare to avoid or counter it. Sombra is absolutely fantastic against tanks like Reinhardt, D.Va, and Zarya, as she can easily hack through all their most important sustainability options. Zenyatta is also pretty vulnerable to Sombra because half of his health is shields, and if he is hacked, he will have the lowest health pool of any hero in the game, making him easy for Sombra to take out. Some of the heroes that can be soft countered by Sombra are Roadhog, Hanzo, Widowmaker, and Tracer. Sombra can easily shut down a lot of Roadhog's abilities, but Roadhog can still catch a Sombra in his hook if he casts it before she can hack him. Hanzo and Widowmaker both have tools that can see Sombra when she's cloaked, but if you still manage to sneak up on them, they'll have a hard time taking you down, especially if you hack them. Finally, while it is extremely tricky to pull off, you can hack Tracer mid-blink and cancel it. Also, when she's hacked, her mobility around the battlefield is severely reduced, leaving her vulnerable with only 150 health. You should absolutely avoid heroes like Winston, Symmetra, McCree, Soldier 76, and especially another Sombra. Heroes with auto-aim weapons like Winston and Symmetra can easily find and kill a Sombra that is trying to flee from a battle. Also, both Symmetra's turrets and her teleporter are completely immune to being hacked. Soldier 76 is a risky opponent to take on, even with low health, as some well-placed shots can easily finish you off, and if he's ulting, run for cover because he can still target you, even if you're invisible. McCree can flashbang you to stun you in place and kill you before you'd ever have a chance at hacking him face to face. And of course, the best way to stop a hacker is with another hacker. Sombra will easily shut down all of your abilities and make you absolutely useless to your team. But guys, that was the character breakdown of Sombra. Remember, if you liked the video, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. Subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, I'm MisterMercy. Peace, everyone.